Record keeping for mutilated notes. Thank you for explaining adjudication process, Money. What should I do when customer comes with a mutilated note? Should I do the valuation of note and give money to the customer, or is there any system entry to be made? Good question, Subodh. Now that you know adjudication of mutilated notes, you should also know about the corresponding entries and documentation. Let me explain how to pass system entries. So we know that after adjudication, the value of note can be either full, half, or no value. As per RBI guidelines, DN1, DN2 and DN3 are required to be filled in different cases of refund or rejection of mutilated notes as per this table. Let's look at documentation and system entries for full value. For full value mutilated note, hand over duly filled DN1 token to the customer. This includes records of denomination, number of pieces and their corresponding value. Remember, number of pieces here indicates total number of notes given by the customer. So if one note of rupees 500 is torn into more than one pieces, still the number of pieces will remain one only. Duplicate copy of DN1 is kept for branch records. In the duplicate of DN1, which is maintained by the branch, select left top box for full value. Ensure you take customer signature in the left bottom box. After this, make entry in DN2 register. For IDFC First Bank, soiled and mutilated note register at Bharat branches is DN2 register. While filling this register, make sure that correct note serial number, denomination, customer details, value to be paid are mentioned. In the last column of this register, correct date of dispatch to CPC or currency chest is to be filled on monthly basis when the notes are dispatched to CPC or currency chest. Remember, customer and custodian must sign the register. For full value, mention full value in value to be paid field. Refund can be done in two ways: exchange at the counter and by crediting customer account. If customer asks for credit in account, then in system, debit, teller cash GL and credit customer account. In case customer wants to exchange the note over the counter, then exchange for full value. In such scenario, no system entry is required. Only cash drawer update is required if customer is exchanging over the counter. Okay. For half value mutilated note, process for DN1 token and duplicate DN1 token will remain same as full value mutilated note. Remember, in DN1 token, the value of mutilated note will be as per half value, and in the duplicate of DN1, select right top box for half value and take customer signature in left bottom box. After that, in DN2 register, make entry for half value mutilated note. After adjudication, in case of refund across the counter, debit receivable for mutilated notes GL and hand over half value amount to the customer. In case of credit to customer account, debit receivable for mutilated notes GL and credit customer. If customer asks for exchange, then provide the same over the counter. Remember, receivable for mutilated notes GL will be debited in case of half value refund. After validation from CPC, this GL is credited by CPC. Now, you will want to know about zero value notes too. Yes, what to do with it? For rejected mutilated notes, there are no system entries. Duly filled DN3 form is handed over to the customer. On first page of DN3, Fill the customer details and details of pieces and denominations correctly. On second and third page, select the appropriate reason for rejections. Ensure you have signed on page 4 of the DN3 form. Duplicate of DN3 is maintained by the branch. Register entry for rejected mutilated notes is done in DN2 register. Isn't it simple? Well, it is. But what happens to these notes? Excellent, Subodh. Teller stores all mutilated notes in separate envelopes titled Full Value Mutilated, Half Value Mutilated, and Rejected Notes. The copy of DN2 register, DN1 and DN3 copies are sent to CPC and currency chest every month along with envelopes of mutilated notes. This concludes our note adjudication process. Remember, Subodh, in case mutilated notes are sent to CPC, other banks or currency chests, in cash offload or remittance with issuable notes, shortage, if any, will be debited to respective remitting branches. Such non-adherence to the process can be reported by other banks and currency chests to RBI to initiate action against a remitting bank. Mutilated notes sent to CPC or currency chests are adjudicated by them again. On the basis of this adjudication, credit entry will be passed to receivable for mutilated notes GL. In case of mismatch in adjudicated value calculated by branch and CPC or currency chest, shortage, if any, will be debited to branch short cash GL for further reversal by the branch. Quite informative. So tell me if my understanding is right. Customers are given DN1 token for full and half value mutilated notes. DN3 token is handed over for rejected notes. Duplicate of DN1 and DN3 are kept for bank records. DN2 register is used to make entries of mutilated notes. Mutilated notes are stored in cash vault in separate envelopes titled Full Value Mutilated, Half Value Mutilated, and Rejected Notes. System entries for full and half value mutilated notes will be as per this table. Very good, Subodh. You are a quick learner. Let's have a quick rapid-fire quiz to know if you remember everything about this course. How do you know that the genuine note received is issuable? If the note does not have any stains or anything handwritten on it, is in a single piece and is not an Ashoka pillar note, it is categorized as issuable note. How are non-issuable notes stored? Soiled and Ashoka pillar notes of same denominations are bundled together like issuable notes. Mutilated notes are stored in separate envelopes after adjudication. What should be the area of largest single piece for Rs 200 to be eligible for full refund value? 80% and above. What are the system entries done if the customer is exchanging full value mutilated note over the counter? No system entries are to be done. When is DN3 used? When mutilated note is rejected. Absolutely right, Subodh. I see you're ready to compete for the next Bharat Ki Shaan award.